In Parshat Netzavim, Moshe Rabbeinu describes what's going to happen when the Jewish people return to the land of Israel. And in Perek Lamed, Pasuk Gimel, in chapter 30, verse 3, it says, V'shav Hashem Elokecha et shvutcha v'yichamecha. God will bring back your captives and will have compassion on you. V'shav. And again it says, and he'll bring you back and gather you from all the nations. The commentaries ask, why does it say the word V'shav twice? Why does it talk about God bringing us back twice when we know that God brings us back once? The Ran, a medieval commentary, says that there's a two-step process. First, there's going to be a period of time where the nations of the world will be nicer to us, wherever we may be. That's step one. That's a big change from 2,000 years of terrible persecution. And then the second step will be the return to the land of Israel. Amazing. That's actually what we've experienced. The people who are returning to the land of Israel today are no longer returning from a state of persecution and running away for the most part, but we do have an experience in the diaspora where Jews are comfortable. We don't feel the persecution, where God is having compassion on us. That's the first Vishav. And the second one will be the ultimate return of all the Jewish people to Israel. The Meshech Chachma, a more modern commentator in the beginning of the 20th century, says a little bit differently. He says there'll be two different groups that will come back to the land of Israel. First, a group that feels on their own that they want to come back to the land of Israel. That certainly relates to those who founded the state of Israel. Even before that, students of the Vilna Gaon, the Baal Shem Tov in the late 18th century, and all those who have come since. And then there's a second step, because there are many who don't return to the land of Israel, even though the opportunity is there. And at some point, God will come in and gather them as well. Vishav and then Vishav. One more voluntarily, those who are inspired to come to the land of Israel, and then those who aren't necessarily inspired to come, but God will bring them back eventually as well. What's amazing is both of these commentaries, the Ran and the Meshech Chachma, didn't see what's happening today. They didn't see the process as we see it today, but they understood from the Psukim that it will happen. You read these Psukim and you really get a sense of Atem Nitzavim Hayom Kolchem Lifnei Hashem Elokechem as the Parsha begins. Today, it's as if you're standing before God and you're seeing the clarity of God's prophecy and God giving us the Torah. As we read this week's Parsha and we get to this Pasuk of these two returns, either according to the Ran or the Meshech Chachma, let's first of all reaffirm our belief in the Torah and this covenant which God gave to us. And number two, at least according to the Meshech Chachma, let's try to be part of that group that's inspired to come back to the land of Israel on their own before God has to forcibly bring everyone here as well. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom.